Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and we got a very, very special episode for you guys today, or a special week, should I say. So this is Ragnarok, Thor vs. Loki, created by Riddler Revenge, and he is joined here with me today. The man, the myth, the legend, Riddler Revenge. How are you doing?
Hello guys, I'm doing really good, Johnny, thank you.
We're going to be checking this out today, and he's going to special guest it, and we have a whole week of episodes to show you guys. So we're going to talk about that in a second, so stay tuned and let's check it out. Alright, so special week. We got a Riddler week. We did this with Combat Wombat. Riddler has created 3 new creations in the last while here, and then he has 4 of his old ones that we never got to feature on the show, and we're going to be showing those off in between, and he's going to special guest on a few of these episodes. For those of you who don't know, Riddler was actually my second ever Coaster Spotlight. Coaster Spotlight 02 Tesla, and here we are on, like, I don't know what this would be, like 280 or something, almost 300, and here you are, a year later, still cranking out amazing creations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's awesome to finally have you on and talk to you about this stuff. You were kind of like a myth, like a silent assassin. No one ever heard from you, and here you are, and it's great. And we had a nice little discussion before all this, and it was nice catching up. So a year ago, we did Tesla. And I dropped you a message on Steam. We went and looked at that, and I was like, great creation, and you should. And I said something about joining the community, and I think you're one of the very first members.
Yeah, I think I am, right? I'm not sure because Tesla was the first one you featured.
Second one, but yeah, McDread was the absolute first, and then you were the second.
I was the second, and exactly, you sent me a message, and that's where it all started. You sent me a message on Steam, check out this video that I created of your ride, and now we're like, what, 20 rides further?
Yeah, you definitely put out some really great creations, and I've always been like excited about your stuff, and now it's great to finally talk to the guy behind the work. You know, I didn't know if this day would ever come where we'd be doing a guest show, an entire week of it, so it's been great. And you know, you're still playing the game a year later, which is amazing. So
yeah, actually that I'm still playing this game is also thanks to you, because and the community, of course, because if it wasn't for Channel 5 Gaming and this community of Planet Coaster, I probably already quitted Planet Coaster half a year ago. I think it's your videos and the comments that people give that actually keep me going for so long.
That's amazing. So, that is exactly the reason why I started doing this. I've experienced this in the past, being an artist my whole life and doing things in the game industry. Sometimes you build something and you don't quite get the pat on the back or the recognition that you wished you would have had, or you make something and you don't get a comment and you don't see anything. You put your heart and soul into something and you just don't have a platform for people to recognize your creation. So I tried building a platform for people where essentially other people would see their stuff, get eyes on it, and maybe leave a few comments. And I was one of the very first few comments on your Tesla, and people watched the video, they followed the link down in the description, and now you have 7 pages of comments, and you have more ratings and more likes. And for you, most of my subscribers I thank to you. I really think so, because if it was up to me and my creations myself, I probably wouldn't have ended up with, what is it now, a little bit over 1,000 subscribers, I think, on my Steam workshop. And that's amazing to me. That is the true sign of success with this channel. At the end of the day, it's seeing people get excited about their Steam page blowing up. I've had people send me graphs of saying, like, look at how many downloads and subscribers I had on my Steam page, and it was like, it was barely anything at all, and then I featured them on Channel 5 Gaming, and then it skyrockets, and I was like, wow, that's truly amazing. And you're speaking to that, as you know, all of the times I featured you, it kept you motivated, it kept you interested in the game, and exactly. And that's an honorable it's an honor to hear that as a success story in terms of what I did and what you did. It was a bit of a yin and yang, you know what I mean? Because
I completely understand it. You're right.
Yeah, because a few times featuring you brought you to create something different, and you kept, like you said, you would have quit half a year ago. We wouldn't be looking at this Ragnarok coaster right now if that was true. So
no,
that is truly amazing, and I'm
absolutely honored to hear that from you, because I had no idea, really. So it's been
now you know.
It's
So,
amazing.
yeah.
And I'm sure other people feel the same way, and you know, the game is still going hard.
You really kept the community alive also with your channel, I think.
Awesome. That is really good to hear.
I think it's even a fact. Because, yeah, without your videos, I basically would have quit it, I think, after the Mad Max ride already. So everything after that is probably thanks to Channel 5 Gaming.
Wow, that is amazing. Well, thank you so much for the kind words, Riddler. It really means a lot to me. It tells me that I'm doing the right thing, and it motivates me to keep going harder, and that's amazing. So you guys are seeing us set up the coaster in the background while we're talking. It's a little bit like a podcast, and I think, is there anything else you want to add? Should we jump into the creation now?
Well, so we have Riddler Week, or you're doing Riddler Week at the moment.
Yeah.
And
he's telling me
we have 3 brand
the schedule. Yeah, go for it. You're the host now.
Huh?
Let's do it.
We basically have 3 brand new rides that nobody has seen yet. They're also not in the Steam Workshop yet. So I hope you like them. I will release one every week, I think, after now, starting with this one.
Awesome. So yeah, Riddler Week is essentially 1 Riddler coaster a day for 7 days, starting from the day that this is released. So where we've got a bit of a schedule. Should we talk about the schedule? Let people know.
Yeah, we can do that.
So day 1, we got the Ragnarok. This is a new one created by him. And then tomorrow we're going to go back to his very first creation, Stratos. I'm hoping to get him on as a guest. We'll see how the timeline is. This is our first recording, so we'll see where we get. But I'd love to hear his thoughts on his very first creation. And then we're going to go into Dragon, Water, Air, Fire. And I remember talking about this 300 episodes ago. And I was saying, I really want to check that one out from him. And it was on the front page of Steam a year ago. And I was like, that looks so cool. It was on my to-do list. I just never got to it. And I was featuring you so often that I was trying to give everybody a chance that I never got to Dragon, Water, Air, Fire. So I'm really excited about day 3 for that one. And then day 4, which is the middle, we're going into another new creation from him, which is Werewolf. And then we're going to jump back to Adrenaline, which is another old creation, a big one. And then we got a Wild Runner wooden coaster for day 6. And day 7, we're going out with a bang, the newest creation from him, The Factory. And we're going to have you as a guest for the last one as well.
That's true. I hope you like it.
So it's a little interesting because we're doing when we're doing all the recordings now, and when we get to the factory, it'll technically be the last one, but for us, it might be like the second recording. We'll have to see how it goes here. But, you know, so the things I may want to say would change after doing all the recordings, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to do our best with this. It's an experimentation. We're always trying new things on the channel, and, you know, so maybe I'll find a better way to structure this in the future for another guest, or maybe if you do 7 more creations, we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, cool.
All right, awesome. Let's jump right on into Ragnarok then.
Yeah, so shall I talk a bit about this?
Yeah, go for it. I'll just pan the camera around and look at stuff.
I built this right after Twisted Sister the ride, and I started building this with the idea of building a dueling Woody that's more of a battling kind of thing. So it's not side by side, but they head straight into each other, the tracks. You see it in here.
Right.
So one is coming in the left, the other one from the right, and it does that a couple of times.
They're actually dueling. They're jousting.
Yeah.
A real duel.
So I built the entire ride, and when it was finished, I didn't know what I wanted to do with the team yet. And I was driving my car, and I was thinking about this new Marvel movie that's coming out, Ragnarok, Thor.
All right.
I thought a bit further of it. I went on to Wikipedia and looked up what Ragnarok actually means, and it's like the apocalypse of the Norse mythology, or in the Norse mythology. And that's what I used as a team, basically, for this. So if you look at the entrance, you have the letters, Ragnarok. You have like the hammer of Thor, so the red ride, and then you have like a magical wand or staff or something for the Loki ride.
Right.
So
that's great.
That's basically where I got my ideas from.
One suggestion, I just thought of this, sorry I got to interrupt you. Is this the Gnarler, or is this the monster? It's the Gnarler, right?
No, it's the newest one.
Yeah, the Gnarler. You can actually color the supports or the tracks now. You might want to do a touch of yellow for Thor and a touch of green for Loki.
What I always try to do with my rides is keep them. I try to keep them a bit realistic. So
That's fair.
I thought, let's go for the wood color. So what I did, you see it here, I added the iron beams as well at the supports to give it a little bit more of realism for because the most of the real wooden coasters like this have also like the steel beams over it.
Right. Awesome.
So it's just a little bit of extra to give it a little bit more of realism.
So this is something I know a lot of people are going to want me to ask, and it's something that I've always been curious from your creations, because you always do these compact, amazingly themed coasters. Especially, what was that one where it had the ride, it had the coaster, and you also had a log flume or a river rapids in there? That was the
that was Mjolnir, I think.
Right. Yes.
The
that's
one in the
right.
mountain, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You compacted everything in so much, and I was trying to wrap my head around it. Do you build the tracks and go, okay, I'm satisfied with that, and then theme it after? Is that your process?
No, I did that with these 3 new ones. I did that method.
Right.
But with all the older ones, so also with that one, I team and build my roller coasters at the same time.
That's
So I build a piece of
it's a little
track,
back
and
and
then I
forth.
team it.
Right. Yeah. It's a bit of a
That's how
puzzle,
I-
right? Because you're doing a little bit, and then you have to adjust, and then you got to move your scenery a little bit, and then you get your track the way you want it, but then you test it, and then you're like, oh, it's not giving me the results that I was hoping for, and then you need to make an adjustment to a hill or an inversion, and then that your scenery might be in the way already. That must have been more painful back in the day when there was no collision. It must be a little bit easier now to make those adjustments, right?
Now it's more easy, but probably the hardest part is to keep everything under 4K objects.
Right.
Because with the Mjolnir ride,
that was
I
insane.
needed to adjust it. That 2 or 3 times because basically I couldn't fit the whole rock structure into 4K blueprints.
Right.
Positive thing about this new way I'm building, so we first built the ride now and then the teaming, so I did with the /3, is that I always have some objects left somehow.
What do we have here for the part
So
count?
I always fill it up to 4K.
Oh, I see.
And so basically what I do, normally I end up with, let's say, 3.5K, and then the 500 that I have left, I use to, for instance, make this sign here, this Ragnarok letters.
Right.
Or I add a little bit of sound,
So you save
I
that
fill in the details.
to last.
Yeah. And so what I really also tried with this, so the green one is the Loki one.
Right.
Has all the green lights, and the red one is the Thor one, has all the red lights.
And then you gotta mix a blue in there.
Yeah, just to give it a little bit more, because making it completely green and red, I didn't like it, so I added a little bit of blue.
Right.
And also in the station, there's the same colors again.
Oh, you got some fireworks going? Oh, yeah, that's the hammer, and let's get a...
What I do have is in the station, you have the harnesses, and they actually move when the train rides in, and also when it heads through the station on the top. So they basically put their axes down as well.
Ah, that's awesome. Let's watch this one take off.
It's when there you go. It was passing there in the top, and when one is going to the entrance, so when it's driving in the station, you see it again, and they both leave in another direction as well.
Yeah, the opposite directions, and then here they come up,
Yeah.
and then we'll see the hammer and the staff have some effects.
Exploding. Yeah.
Awesome, and some lightning and thunder.
Yeah. So, yeah, I actually really like this one.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm a big fan of wooden coasters. So let's take a look at the stats and then jump on it.
All right, cool.
So Loki, we got 7.03 excitement, 4.47 fear, and a 0.7 nausea. There's the stats if you want to see them, guys. And then Thor, a little less exciting, but a little scarier. A little bit more nauseating. Roughly the same stats, though, because they are a bit like Are they mirrored coasters? No, they're not.
No, they're different.
They're different.
But
you got them like to leave mirrored, and arrive at the same time. Yeah, they're not mirrored because, like, yeah, I can see the patterns are different. So that's pretty awesome. So I'll let you decide how we're gonna do this, but we got to do day, night, and then cinematic for both. So would you like to do Loki? Like, how do you want to do it? Would you do?
That's a tough one. I would actually both do night, but let's say do Thor at day and Loki at night. That's what I would suggest.
What we could do is we could do like one of them at daytime at first person, the other one at nighttime, and then we'll switch them for cinematic, right? So the other one gets nighttime, right? So
I would say pick Thor for the day one and pick Loki for the night one.
Thor first person day?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, I forgot to open it up, so we got to get the guests in here, and then I'll cut to it when it's ready, guys. There we go! I got the volume up. Kind of loud, not loud as normal. I want to be able to hear you if you have something to say. Oh, that one's crossing over us.
Yeah. So, a bit of a trick there. The lift hills are both the same height, but one obviously is higher at that point than the other one. So,
our one is further back.
The one is 1 mile an hour faster than the other one to keep them synchronized.
Oh, interesting. I would have thought you pulled the station back a little bit, or the... That's a good way of doing it, too.
No.
Really nice banking.
So it goes through the station again?
Nice. And you get, like, the dust blowing back from the one underneath you.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's tunnel with some snow. It is quite short because this is already the end.
That's right. I mean, it's a dueling coaster. Each one is churning out like what, 40 guests per train. So
yeah,
this is a money maker.
You can run you can run this with 3 trains, but the reason that I didn't do that is that the stats would go in orange then. Because one was waiting too long on the brakes before entering the station.
So now we're going to go right into Thor cinematic then, right? At night.
Yeah.
And then we'll do Loki the other way around. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
No problem. So now you're in the red light, or is my video jammed at the moment?
Oh, so what was the question?
Are you already in the green one? No, not yet, right?
Is your video
you're
frozen?
doing it like this. No, I already see it. I thought you were first going to do the online in the green one.
Oh, no, we're just going to do Thor again, but at night. And we'll do Loki after.
No.
Is that fine?
No, I know. Yeah, that's good.
There's a custom audio soundtrack. You can't hear it as... Oh, the audience can't hear it that well. Simply because I got it turned down a little bit so we can hear you.
Alright.
But yeah, you did put your own custom soundtracks in, which is nice.
There is actually 3 or 4 different kinds of music in this ride.
Oh.
And there's also some custom... how do you say it? Some custom triggered sound effects as well. There's like this war horn, you know what I mean, sound?
War horn?
Yeah, how do you say it? Like this really low rumbling sound that you also hear in movies like Lord of the Rings just before there is a battle going on.
Yeah, I think of war horn, right? Or is there an actual...
Yeah, war horn.
Yeah.
That's also a sound that I used in some parts of this ride, also at the entrance. So right before the trains go down, you hear this sound to basically announce that the battle is going on.
Awesome. You can hear the music a bit in here. Let's get some more guys on.
All right.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a wait. Oh, here we go. Alright, here we go. Look at that lift. It's a cool scene. Okay, is this one gonna pass?
No, it's going underneath, I think, right?
Oh.
The other one.
Oh, there it is.
To go to the right? Yeah, there it is.
I got confused. Tricked me. Little staff at the top.
So the other one has hammer hammer, and this has the staff kind
That's
of thing.
sweet. Thor's angry.
Exactly.
Love it.
So if you now keep seated, then you see that they are lowering their axe as you turn in.
Right. Awesome. There we go. See Loki at daytime now.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the shot I was looking for.
There it is.
Beautiful. That's great.
And there they go.
There's a crisscross again.
Yeah, and here is another one.
Yeah.
Here. And then in the station they're crossing as well, I think. There. So the other one is also getting in the other side, the other direction.
It's like banking over it a little bit.
Yeah. And there it is.
Beautiful work. Yet again, Riddler Revenge 75.
Thank you.
Love it.
Yeah, so this one I will upload probably today or maybe tomorrow, and so people can ride it for themselves.
Awesome. So yeah, links will be down in the description below to download this for yourself, guys, and put it in your parks. It's a huge moneymaker, definitely, considering there's 4 trains on this, and it's dual synchronized, and it's nicely compact. We know that from Riddler, always making it so it's a good footprint for the size of the coaster, and yeah, you'll be able to put this in your parks, make a ton of money, and it looks good from anywhere you're at. It looks interesting and definitely calls you over. It's a spectacle. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Lovely work yet again, Riddler Revenge. And then for everyone else, we'll come back for Riddler Week. Be sure to check out his other creations. We're going to be doing a throwback, as mentioned earlier, to some of his older stuff, and then we're going to mix it up and bring him back on for his newer creations. So thank you so much for finally joining me, Riddler.
You're very welcome. I'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, well, we'll see you guys in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share on social media, and all that good stuff, guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.
Bye now.